Well, this is an unusual way of starting an away trip to Southampton. I've never been here before, and one of the lucky things about being a football fan and travelling all over the world, in fact, I mean the Faroe Islands and Madrid and all over Europe, even Abu Dhabi, to watch Manchester City and places I might never have gone to. So when I travel even within the UK, I try to use it as an excuse really to see things I've never seen before. So I thought I'd come here to Stonehenge. Now it's not a good day. It's 30 quid, believe it or not, to come here. We can't afford that, the guy I'm travelling with and me. So we've walked here in the rain, and you can't go any nearer than this, which is a real shame. So just be warned if you're ever thinking of coming to Stonehenge. But I'm not complaining because I get to see something that I would never have seen before. City at Southampton is a different kettle of fish. It's about an hour away from here, so I'll be off there in a minute. I'm going to wrap up and get a bit warmer and have something to eat before the match, but that's Stonehenge. Thank goodness it stopped raining. We arrived in Southampton at the hotel where I'll be sleeping tonight. I don't do this very often, stay at a hotel, but I'm glad I have tonight. It's considerably drier here, and it seems very appropriate because there's a picture of a Titanic behind me, which of course is one of the ports. I've done a previous vlog about that, Southampton, where Titanic departed from. I'm drying up now, ready for the game, and it looks like a nice place.
Did it say someone? Stand down.
How important is this competition to you then? Because you obviously come a long way to watch it.
Yeah, very. They're all important. Every one of them's important. They should put his strongest team out every single time.
Do you think he'll put a stronger team out, in inverted commas, than he did at the weekend?
I sincerely hope so.
By that, I suppose I mean Kevin De Bruyne and Erling Haaland.
But you're between the devil and the deep blue, aren't you? If you rest them, you're not playing them, and then you don't keep playing them. It's a no-win situation. You have to keep playing them the best you can. We've got enough staff. You can certainly rotate, but I mean, these are athletes at the end of the day, aren't they? So only rest them for half a game or a game, and then let them run out. Yeah, I totally agree.
Don't need to remind it's the derby on Saturday morning.
Exactly, but we've got the depth in the squad. So I don't know. Who knows what goes on in that man's mind?
My first game was Bolton at home in 1998. I was season tickets from there, and I've followed them since. When we were shit, so it's been brilliant since. Absolutely brilliant since. And I've met some cracking lads every time. See the same lads home and abroad. See them all the time. Up the Blues,
blue, isn't it?
Up the Blues. You've got to. You should see my legs. I've got MCFC on my legs. There you go.
Brilliant.
Hey, first time, 2011. There you go.
Well, I always say at the end of every vlog, it's great being a blue, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great being a blue. Absolutely great being a blue. Cheesy, fantastic. Up the Blues, up the Blues. Come on, up the Blues.
I'm thinking, it depends on the lineup to be fair, but I'm thinking if we come out with a strong lineup, Phillips now, he has the chance to prove that he's number one in the CDM role. But listen, Southampton, bottom of the table, I want nothing but a win in this game, and I'm sure we can do it. Hoping that we can win 3-1 tonight. Alvarez to get a double, and De Bruyne to finish it off, and they will score, but not till late on. But yeah, 3-1. I'm confident we should be, and we'll hopefully get United next round. I hope so. Semi-final, two-legged. We'd love it. We'd love it. Well, come on, City. Let's hope, Cheeseman.
I was speaking to a Southampton fan before who said we want to lose because we want to concentrate on Palace at the weekend.
There we go. Well, listen, Southampton, they need to stay up, do you know what I mean? If they go down, I know they have that care package down in the Championship to get back up, but do they want to go down, a loyal fan base like they are? I don't see them going down, but we've given all our loanies to them. They won't play tonight, of course, but listen, I fear Southampton, if it doesn't go well for them, they could be seeing a downfall of them. We don't want that for them, of course. They're a good little fan base, but tough times for them. They've just got to pull through, and I think they will. But listen, give us the win here, and I don't mind. I'm not complaining. Hopefully they can do that. I'm not complaining. I just want to win.
Okay, so the home games for me are a round trip of 240 miles. So this is like really easy. So you know you're there with your
180.
Yeah, it's you know, so it's easy for me to come to this game. It's really.
So you live in Basingstoke.
Yeah, I live in
a home game, and you do the home games like I've come down to this.
Yes, yeah.
Wow, what a terrible away game! It's so far away.
Yeah, but there used to be a group that I used to travel with, the A34 branch, and they still do. Members of that still do it. Stuart, and I know one of the guys, he still does it. And we used to lift share. But my nephew now lives in. Where is it? He lives in the Midlands, so I park my car there, and then we go up together because we sit together. So
My fault, isn't it?
yeah, it's your fault. Yeah, it's his son. This is my brother Jeff.
Your brother.
Yes.
So you used to take your little brother to the games, did you?
Two of them.
The
Two of them, right?
Yeah, because the one's living in Germany now, but he comes over. He used to come over a lot more than he does now. You know.
The worst was when I was in. I've worked in Switzerland and Germany, so. I used my wife. She's got the patience of a saint. So I used to turn up, sort of home on a Friday night, sort of like after a week's work in Switzerland, and then I'd be in the car Saturday morning up to the game. I got away with murder. I know I did, but
that's what it takes to be a fan.
Yeah, well it does. I mean it's and you know like yourself, you're seeing all the bad times. Not a lot of these youngsters have never seen the bad times, you know. But the bad times they're still City. You still go and watch. I mean. If it's blue, you'd go and watch it, wouldn't you? I mean, you can't help it. I mean, the one thing I miss being away is the opportunity, like yourself, to go and see the youngsters. I think that's a fantastic opportunity now with the second stadium, because it is a stadium. No matter, it's not a training facility, is it? It's a stadium, and I think that's, for me to move anywhere else, it'd be north. If you understand, my wife wouldn't like it, but. To move anywhere it'd have to go closer to City. I could never go further away.
I think it's too tough to call. Hopefully City can win. Hopefully it's a good game. I'm pleased to see that Palmer's starting, and I'm also really pleased to see Alvarez starting. Let's hope we can both score tonight and City can win.
Been our best first half. It's not even the best first half I've seen in this ground. I think Pep's picked the wrong team. It's like they don't know each other. It's not. I don't recognise this as a City team. Not a City game at all. Really don't.
You came here expecting more than this, didn't you?
Well, we called it as 3-0, but we didn't say which team we thought was going to win by 3-0.
You can't possibly have come here thinking Southampton would win.
No, not at all. No, not at all. Although, say, they did give us a shock last season when we were looking to get away with 1-1 in the Premier fixture when Brohart had one ruled offside very narrowly. We were looking to get away with 1-1 last season, so it can't surprise us. It has happened to us before.
Do you expect to see changes at half-time or early in the second half?
Yes, I hope so. I think if he's going to treat it seriously, he's got to bring on the first team basically, or as near as he can now, and not worry about the derby at all. He's got to do what he can to try and win this game. Play the team in front of you right now, I would say. And do your best to bring on at least 3 subs now, I think.
It wasn't worth driving 3 hours for, I'll tell you that much.
Can you explain why?
Just nothing. It's just like watching the C team, not the A team. I don't know what happened. Just boring. Goalie.
Say that again.
I said the man of the match had to be the Southampton goalie, unfortunately.
Not the best one, was it?
No.
Disappointed. Came here 44 years ago, lost 2-1 in a League Cup quarter-final. At the Gall, it was windy, it was wet, it was horrible, and we just didn't turn up. We collectively didn't turn up. That was the biggest problem. I think we didn't want it as much as they did, and that's surprising for City. But I now look at it as though we haven't got 2 big semi-finals in what is an unbelievable month. We've had no luck with the cup draws. got Arsenal in the FA Cup, got to go to Arsenal, got to play Tottenham at home, Tottenham away. The four's impossible in a season with the World Cup, in my opinion. And I think realistically the FA Cup spread out makes it a little bit better. I think if we'd have been drawn against Man United and had to play 2 legs, we'd have had to play our strongest team, or Newcastle, and that would have meant them playing every other 3 days. And though I'm disappointed and it's a long way home tonight, we've got to look at the full picture of this and what it means. And I think it might just be a blessing in disguise. Well, I hope it is anyway.
Are you not disappointed that he didn't bring
Of course,
a team
it's
tonight?
a chance of Wembley, but he knows he's got a big game Saturday. There goes the luck, doesn't it? United get Charlton. We have to come down here tonight. They get the chance to rest as many players against a team that Stockport County knocked out of the FA Cup only 4 weeks ago. We've still got to come here. We've tried to go weaker, and then we've tried to get it back. And once these were at it and got 2 goals in front, it didn't matter. We were never getting that back. Not within 90 minutes. It was always going to be a struggle. But the problem is now we've had to play them, and now we go Old Trafford. I think if you're going to use them from the start. I don't understand using them. I would have preferred to just lose the game and not bring them on. That's my look at it. Or if you're not going to play them, don't bring them here. So you're not tempted to put them on. Because now we've used them tonight and we've got to use them again on Saturday now in a huge game. If we lose that, we really are chasing our shadow. I don't believe we will, because we've always bounced back. But I don't understand, if you're not going to play them, leave them at home. Don't have them sat in the cold on the bench. That does no footballers no good. They'll tell you that themselves. So go your strongest if you're going to do it. If you're not going to do that, then leave them away. And Pep's Pep, and we've got to trust him. What? And I'm a rubbish football league manager as well. So I'll believe in what Pep's done's right. But for me, I would have gone strong from the start, or left them at home and said, do what you can with what you've got.
One of those games where you've got to give it to them. They were the better team first half. We brought the players on second half. Didn't work. Got to give it to the Saints. They played better than us.
Were you disappointed with the team selection?
Pardon?
Were you disappointed with the team selection?
I was a little bit, because there was a couple of players there that recently haven't been playing that well. Yeah, it's the Carabao Cup. I get it. Let them play. But at the end of the day, if you want to win trophies, even the Carabao Cup, you've got to play better players in situations like that.
Alvarez had the chance to get one back, and that might have, I think it was about 15 minutes to go, which would have given us a bit of fight and a bit of something to go for, but it just was nowhere near good enough tonight, and it's got to be so much better. United are going to be looking at that performance and going, well, if we play like we did against Charlton and against how we've been playing in our form recently, and we're playing like that, we're never. Foden again tonight. I mean, I said it on the vlog against Chelsea. You know, I have had a lot of criticism for him because he doesn't turn up in the big games. He doesn't show up. He doesn't in the really big vital games. He showed up against United. I'll give him the credit against that, which is why when I sort of think, should we play him or should we not? I think we probably should, because he is, you know, that sort of player who you want in the derby. But it's got to be so much better than that, because that was shocking. But now a nice little four-hour trip back to Manchester now.
Well, let's not beat around the bush. That was terrible. The first start particularly. Obviously, Pep was thinking in terms of saving players for the Manchester derby. So having done what's happened tonight, then they've got to go and win the Manchester derby, haven't they? There were about half a dozen players out there in that starting 11 that were just not up to scratch. I'm very reluctant to be critical of City players, or I'm certainly Pep. I mean, I love Pep. I want him to stay at the club for forever. And it isn't just about winning things. It isn't about having the right to win things. But you expect a little bit better than that, particularly from a Pep Guardiola team. And he admitted it really, didn't he, by making 3 changes at half-time and 2 quickly into the second half. He got his team selection wrong. It's a gamble. I hope for his sake and City's sake that it pays off at Old Trafford. I'll of course be there to do my vlog as usual. Thanks very much to RRG Group, to Timpson and Eamar Development UK for their support in bringing these vlogs, and thanks to all the people, including the very passionate people that spoke to me after this game, for their opinions. I'll see you again next time, and whatever the result is, even on a day like this, and I've seen a lot worse, it is still great to be a Blue.